We found out that our older daughter was having some challenges at about the same time we had our second daughter, who was born with Down syndrome, so we kind of got a double whammy. And although, having two children with special needs certainly has its rewards, it's stressful, can be socially isolating, and is often very, very tiring.
Well, I think when my daughter was born, we didn't realize that anything was going on until she stopped talking at 2. And I had a really hard time getting any kind of help. And I just remember when she was diagnosed, they said, well, she doesn't have ADHD, and I was kind of relieved to hear that, but she has a pervasive development disorder. And we walked out into we were
in the parking lot. We went into the car.
Yeah, and we walked out to the car, and it was like, our world just fell apart then.
It's much more difficult for us to be able to participate in those community events because often our child can't attend, or we need to find childcare. Right now, our youngest is the only one living at home with us, and in order for us to attend things in the evening, we need to find childcare for a 20-year-old, and that's not an easy task to do.
In terms of what we would like them to know is that there's probably a very wide spectrum of what a disability is, and they impact the family in different ways.
One of the biggest needs that we run into constantly for Joel, when you talk about him becoming independent in his living, is transportation, which is a huge issue for our family, and for him to have his own work and or volunteer opportunities in the community.
So I kind of have a saying that I've said since Evan left high school, that most kids go out the front door, they graduate, they go on to college, they do all these things, and you kind of have a pre-described path or multiple paths to choose from. And I felt like Evan kind of went through the back door because we didn't know where to take him. We didn't know about these additional services, and it was quite a scramble after high school to try to self-explore these ways that other parents weren't having to discover, and we were kind of doing it on our own.
I want the legislators, I want the community, everyone to know that they need to give these individuals a chance, because what we see is when they're given an opportunity and talk to somebody maybe about employment, they put them in this bucket of they're disabled. And there are some employers out there that as soon as they see that disabled, we don't want to deal with that.
From the get-go, there's a stereotype that special needs young adults might hurt our business and keep people away, where in fact I think in Joel's situation, I think it's enhanced their business.
And as far as what we'd want legislators to know is that while some things have been relatively straightforward for us, getting services, getting information, finding the support both our child and we need shouldn't be a challenge, and it is. It's always difficult, and we often have to go to battle just to, get what should be available to support families who have special needs children.